All right. Thanks for stopping by. So this video is going to be about how to make a poor man's power station. So I've got this new lithium battery from Redodo, and I'll be doing a review on it. I know it's good because I already got two others as my house batteries. G gave those to me. They are really great batteries at a really great price. However, they don't have built-in heaters. There's Adventuring with Amanda. I got up before she did this morning. That does not happen often. But we have landed out here on Saddle Mountain BLM land. 14-day free camping. Look at that view. Beautiful place right off the I-10 between Quartzsite and Phoenix. But back to the battery. So I'm just charging it up right now with these portable EcoFlow panels. Excellent solar panels, 110 watts. Great panels. Let me show you this little inverter I got off Amazon. Nothing fancy, nothing special, but I am going to clip it onto the battery and I'll use it as my output because it's got two AC outlets on the front and a USB outlet on the front. So I will use this new battery for nothing but running the Starlink. I have other power stations that I can use for running delicate electronics, because this inverter is not pure sine wave. The Starlink does not require it. So this project will be dedicated to nothing but that. And this lithium battery is 12.8 volts and 100 amp hours. So that's 1280 watt hour. I love tinkering on stuff like this. I mean, this is what I call a good time. So I'm going to finish up charging up the battery, and then once we get that done, I will hook up the inverter, and I will have a massive supply of energy for running the Starlink. This charge controller is just one I had laying around. It's from Redodo. It works great. It's made for every kind of battery you can imagine. I have set it on the lithium settings, so it charges at a higher voltage, and it's just working away right now. I do need to adjust the panels. I need to get it in more direct sunlight. But other than that, it's coming along nicely. The battery came in at about 80% charged. That's pretty typical, you know. So I'm going to top it off, and after we do that, hook up the inverter. Might have to go wake Amanda up. I need to go check on her. She usually doesn't sleep in this long. She might be on the phone. I don't know. Or she might be putting a video together. That's probably what she's doing. I really like this camping area. Again, this is called the Saddle Mountain BLM land. Just about 5 miles off I-10. Easy to get to. Plenty of space. There's some campers down in the distance there. Looks like travel trailer, 2 camper vans. And actually, Saddle Mountain is that little horn to the right there. It looks like a saddle that you'd put on a horse. Right there, dead center. Last time I was out here, I was over at the foot of that mountain, but Amanda knew this spot. It's a little flatter over here, so it's easier to get level. There's nobody around. There's a guy on a travel trailer way down in the distance to the right. We'll be here probably about 4 days. And then after that, who knows? I do know we're going to work our way up toward Havasu in the coming weeks. So that'll probably be our next destination. So I mentioned earlier that this battery does not have a cold temperature cutoff, and it does not have a heater. So you do not want to charge lithium batteries when it's below 32 Fahrenheit, which is freezing. But that's never been a problem with my other two batteries. I actually use an electric blanket wrapped around them, but I've never actually had to turn it on because inside of my van has really never been below 32 this whole winter because of the region that I've been staying in. So, but if you're in a cold climate, you can do, another poor man's trick and just get one of those 12-volt electric blankets, wrap it around your batteries, and put it in your battery box for your house batteries, and just turn it on when you need to keep the batteries warm. That's my plan. But my other plan is not to be in an area in the winter where it's really cold. And while we're waiting on that battery to charge up, I rode the e-bike up on this hill to give you some elevated views. There's our campsite. Wow, we look so tiny down there. But I was surprised that the electric motor pulled me up this hill. I did have to pedal, and I had to put it up in speed number 4. 4 out of 9 speeds. Speed number 4 to get up this hill. There's our neighbors. Let's see, now you're looking to the south. Now we're coming around to the west. There's the horn of the mountain. And that's looking towards Quartzsite there. Nice view up here. All right, let's go back and check on that battery. Well, it's still charging. The downside is I only have this 110 watt panel and a 10 amp charger to use on it. So while we wait, I went ahead and put up my tarp awning. I have not put this thing up since about the 1st of November. But now it's starting to get warmer. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start putting the awning back up. But maybe I will upgrade my charge controller, and that way I can push 200 watts into the battery. This is my little flex rod that I put up in here to give the tarp some tension. I've shown you this many times, but it's just a little contraption I rigged up just to keep the tarp from flopping around when the wind blows. We're almost done. I'm going to hook that inverter up. It's just a 300 watt Amazon special. It's not pure sine wave, but it'll do for running the Starlink. It doesn't require pure sine wave. Okay, the battery's charged up. I brought it here in the van. I've clipped on my inverter and it is running the Starlink. So I've done the calculations. This one battery would run the Starlink 32 hours continuously. That's 3 times longer than that power station sitting next to it there, the orange and gray one. So we've got a lot of battery power for running the Starlink. This is great. Let's go outside and check on the dish. So yeah, the Starlink will average about 40 watts continuously, and 40 into 1280 is 32. There's the dish pointed north, connected to the satellite. This is great. But here's the funny thing about it. I haven't really used the Starlink much in the last 3 months, actually, because the cell signal's been pretty good around Quartzsite, Tucson, and Yuma, and everywhere we've been. But, you know, you just can't turn down more battery power. Especially if you're on a tight budget like I am. This is 25% of the cost of a power station this size with this much power storage. So this is a great alternative. I've already got a spot cleared out under the bed near the back door. This battery will slide in there perfectly. So I hope this helps you see just how simple meeting your electricity needs can be in a camper van if you choose to do it this way, and save yourself a lot of time and money. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.